You said not like gang, like gang life? No. I'm not gonna. I'm dude. Me. Me. This is me we're talking about. Gang life? Absolutely not. I hate the fact that it is that being from New York, everybody likes to associate New Yorkers with this one particular person. Let's put it that way. The one particular person. So, Mr. 6ix9ine, I have not been really much of a big fan of him. Maybe some of his collabs that he done with Nicki Minaj, they're cool. But I can't stand like that comparison of like, oh, that's like your New York representative. It's just like, no, it's not. He does not represent New York in any form of way. So let's go ahead and let's watch this video on why is 6ix9ine not dead, which is probably a really good question that many people want to know. So let's get into the damn video, y'all. Let's do it.
This is a comprehensive list of all the rappers that have passed away in the last 10 years. This list contains everyone from Juice WRLD, who had an accidental overdose,
Ooh,
to
R.I.P.
OG rapper Coolio, who passed from a heart attack.
R.I.P.
However, when an artist gets taken out by someone else, it cuts a little deeper. Takeoff, PNB Rock, Jada Youngin, Draco the Ruler, Young Dolph, MO3, King Von, Pop Smoke, Nipsey Hussle, XXXTentacion, and
I feel like it is like we're still with Takeoff. That literally has just been like a couple months ago. That's still fresh. You know what I mean? And Quavo just did a whole performance at the Grammys with a whole tribute to him. The whole situation about with him is really sad. Whole situation is just very like messed up. And then there's like one particular, I forgot this. Like I was seeing this like on Twitter, like somebody that keeps doing like interviews talking about like, oh, like Offset like wasn't really there for Takeoff. And it's just like, do you realize it is that's their family, right? They're like brothers at this point. Well, they're family, but they call themselves brothers and they've worked with each other and whatnot. And it's just like, I hate when outside people try to go ahead and put their input into a situation to where they don't really like, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about like that. And that pisses me off too, because it's like, bro, like they literally, they're family. They grew up with each other. They're, even though it is like Quavo and Takeoff are uncle nephew, but that's still fine. They still grew up together, like as if like they were brothers, and with Offset too. So it's like there's so much history between them. The fact that there's like people like want to go ahead and like talk about that is still messed up. XXXTentacion, I got the opportunity to listen to his music, but unfortunately it was once it is that he passed, and then learning about him, you know what I mean? Like dope, like all of them, especially with Nipsey. I still feel a certain type of way about with Nipsey not being here as well. But all of these young artists are just not with us anymore, and it's just so unsettling. It just doesn't sit right with my spirit that their lives were just taking so short, and based off of like little minuscule things as well. You know what I mean? So that's always hurtful. That's so hurtful. That this has happened. But let's continue in the video.
and many others had their lives cut short by other people's actions. Although none of us would ever condone this type of activity, most people thought that Takashi 6ix9ine would be added to this list.
Oh,
However,
yeah.
right now, Takashi is living his best life. After he beat a RICO case by snitching on his whole gang, 6ix9ine is out free, traveling on private jets all over the world, and publicly making fun of every rapper that dies. A lot of people believe that Takashi has a target on his back, and every single day that goes by, he is one step closer to his permanent demise.
I don't
But
think
Takashi has
I think personally, I mean, like I don't condone him snitching on his entire organization, but then again, like there's people on his team, for what I can recognize. There was a lot of people that was on his team that was snitching on him, that was setting him up, that was doing him dirty. And I always say this, like I always say this when it comes down to like stuff like that being set up or being robbed or like a whole drive-by or anything like that is usually people that are around them that knows that, because an outside person don't have that access to that information like that unless you put that information out there. Unfortunately, with like Pop Smoke, he like when it came down to like the addresses to where it is that he was staying at, there was like little kids like 13 and 15 looking up addresses of where it is that he was at, and then the pull up to the house. You know what I mean? That is a bit different, and I still think that that's just nuts that children, all it is that they got out of that was like, what was it, like a watch? So in reality, they split maybe like $500 or something like that. Like I still think that is just so nuts that kids would willingly want to do something like that, to risk their entire lives and their futures and stuff like that, just for like something that's very minuscule. But for his team specifically, it was them that was ratting him out the most. So I don't condone it. I understand it, but I still don't really condone it like that. So, you said I already watched this, so I'm gonna say it at the end, but some rappers. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. Let's get back to the video.
Has survived everything we thought he couldn't do, and there are a few key reasons why. When 6ix9ine was released from jail in mid-2020, he remained quiet for a month. Nobody knew if he was ever going to show his face again publicly. To their surprise, the release of his song Gooba proved that he had no intentions of going anywhere. And to take it one step further, in the music video he embraced the label of being a rat or a snitch, after cooperating with the federal government to indict 12 of his former 9 Trey Blood gang members. Some of those men won't be getting out until 2030. The music video broke the YouTube record for the most views in the first 24 hours for a hip-hop song. Meek Mill tweeted that the song was trash and made fun of him for still claiming to be a gangster. Lil TJ said that he was the king of New York, and he doesn't like all that snitch rainbow hair shit going on in his city. Keep in mind that being labeled a snitch in hip-hop can potentially end someone's career, but a lot of 6ix9ine's fans empathized with him. He said his ex-gang members set him up, robbed him, assaulted the mother of his child, and even planned to kill him. Why would he remain loyal to the people that wouldn't do the same for him? Whereas his adversaries say that he shouldn't have gotten into this life if he wasn't ready to accept the consequences.
I mean, but then I feel like that's just in general, you know what I mean? That's just in general when it comes down to like working with people or like friendships, or like y'all are linked in some form of way, where it's like if somebody's trying to set you up, like again, like I understand, like I get it, I understand it, I don't condone it. It's like why would I go ahead and like in reality, why would I not go ahead and rat you out? Like I know that sounds crazy to say. I'll see you later, Gothic. I know that's crazy to say, but like, come on. Like, you're out here literally doing all these different things to this man, and you still want him to like not rat you out? Like, I'm confused. I'm just genuinely confused. Would you be able to live this life? Like, I know you don't want to, but would you be able to, like, what do you mean? Like, be specific on what you mean this life. Like, as a celebrity? You said I'm snitching and singing like a person. No, that's crazy. That is crazy. Listen, I'm telling you this right now. If I get hit with a RICO charge, I'm letting everybody know what they need to be. You said not like gang, like a gang life? No. I'm not gonna. Dude. Me. This is me we're talking about. Gang life? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely positively not. Absolutely positively not. Absolutely not. I said this before. I said this story about how it was some Crips that went ahead and bought me some Popeyes one time because I was in blue and I had to be careful with that. You know what I mean? He said, you could do it, Ari? Please, no. I don't want to be in something like that. I don't want to be in anything like that. Like, trust me, I love the color blue, but I am not a gang affiliate. So, like, I'm not advocating that in any form of way. I want that to be very clear. I want to be very clear on Twitch and also YouTube that I am not like a gang member in any form of way. I just happen to love one particular color, and that color is blue.
Those scenarios, or sending shots. Everything I was rapping about was really happening. Yeah. These rappers that rap about the shit that they rap about, they don't live.
6ix9ine was willing to accept that he was a snitch, but he didn't want to be alone. He had a list of rappers he was going to expose on an Instagram Live to over 700,000 people.
Yeah, he
starting
mentioned
with
Cardi
Meek Mill.
B.
In 2019, Meek thanked a woman named Desiree Perez for helping him finally put his legal troubles behind him. Takashi exposed that Desiree was a federal informant in the 90s. Perez, the wife of longtime Jay-Z wingman Juan Perez, became a cooperating witness for the DEA in the 1990s after her 1994 arrest for possession of 35 kilos of cocaine. Perez struck a deal with the feds, agreeing to wear hidden wires to record her meetings with major cocaine traffickers. 6ix9ine was confused why Meek would make fun of him, but then go and work with a federal informant. He went especially hard on Meek since this was all a promotional campaign for his track called Trolls with Nicki Minaj, who had a previous intimate relationship with Meek. He then called out Future, who posted on Instagram, "I believe if you hang with a snitch, you a snitch and deserve to expire." But Takashi pointed out that Future hangs around people that 6ix9ine considers snitches. He then called out Snoop Dogg, exposing alleged paperwork of Snoop Dogg snitching in the 90s, and using a video of 6ix9ine admitting that Snoop Dogg was a snitch as proof. 6ix9ine genuinely believes that any other rapper would do exactly what he did if they were in his situation.
I feel
He
like
doesn't
that's
like
true.
how rap fans and media pick and choose who can get away with snitching. But 6ix9ine seems to forget that him being a snitch is not the only reason why people may not like him. One main
Correct.
reason why rap fans don't like him is simply because he's annoying. Anytime someone tries way too hard for your attention, it looks desperate. 95% of rap...
Look at this one here. If we're gonna talk about listen, if we're gonna talk about somebody it is that you don't like, talk about this one right here in this comment. Lord, I can't stand him. I cannot stand that man. I don't even hate 6ix9ine like that. I hate this mother in the comments. It's like he's so annoying, and on top of it too, he just feels the need to go ahead and talks crazy to women. Like he don't put that smoke. He does not put that smoke towards men. He does it solely to women, and he was literally like deriding 6ix9ine for the longest time. The longest time, like for an inkling, I really thought it is like he really wanted to be with 6ix9ine. That's how much it is. I was just like, there's no way that I came across somebody on the timeline that is literally that pressed, and I just cannot stand him. I can't stand him. Hog Rider. Like I just hate him. I hate him. I hate everything about him. Oh my God. I didn't realize it is that I hated somebody, but yeah, he's one of them.
Annoying. Anytime someone tries way too hard for your attention, it looks desperate. 95% of rappers are getting your attention because of the songs they make or the creative ideas they share. Everything 6ix9ine does, from his IG posts to his lyrics, is comparing himself to others. Look what I have compared to him. Look at what I do compared to him. He gives off this try hard, pick me energy, and it just gets exhausting after a while. But in mid-2020, the internet was deprived of 6ix9ine antics for over a year, so this expose proved to be effective. Not only did he piss off all these rappers, but the music video for Trolls dropped at the end of the IG Live, which was another 30 million view and 24-hour debut. That song would go on to hit #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, Takashi and Nicki Minaj's first #1 hit.
Oh, fuck yeah! Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you, nigga? Fuck you, I can't be stopped, nigga!
But he couldn't stop there because he had an album to promote. 6ix9ine's enemies swore he couldn't go outside. He was only
This lace front is killing me.
safe inside of his house. So he went to the dangerous south side of Chicago to prove them wrong. Before he showed up, he posted a video mocking Chirac rapper Lil Reese. 6ix9ine recreated a viral video where Reese was allegedly caught off guard, jumped, and then defecated on himself. People swore he was going to get himself killed for this. But when 6ix9ine was in Chicago, you could see at least 3 huge security guards watching around the corner. He was also seen at the mall absolutely swarmed with security.
I mean,
6ix9ine would...
he's not dumb. He's not dumb. Come on now. That man is not dumb. He's suited and booted up with security. Like, I'm not condoning it. Again, I'm not condoning this behavior, because he's literally said, yo, what's up, Biscuit? He's literally going ahead and talking the most spiciest to all these different rappers and everything, and then suited and booted up with security 24/7. It's like, look, the more you F around, the more it is you're gonna find out. at this point. So it's like you really are sitting here and just risking yourself. You're risking your life here, trying to go ahead and talk big. So come on now, stop it.
Obviously be an idiot to walk around without security, and anyone trying to do something to him in public while he was around security would be just as stupid, especially considering his work with the federal government. But regardless, 6ix9ine's views skyrocketed and his enemies were embarrassed. Unfortunately, his album flopped. Tattletales dropped in September of 2020 and was projected to sell 150,000 first week, but it then went on to only do 50,000 first week. Rappers were clowning him in the comments. Trippie Redd famously laughed and mocked 6ix9ine for selling 50K.
No, that's crazy.
Then just last week in 2023, Trippie sold 50K with 22 features, including the biggest rappers in the music industry. But the only person who can really troll Takashi is himself. He posted a video of him ripping down posters and passing out his album for free, begging people to listen to it. 6ix9ine fans immediately said that it's because he is blackballed from the industry, which is probably true. Anyone who associated with 6ix9ine would be risking their career and reputation. Artists, bloggers, playlist curators. He got no support from the
I mean, to be fair, it's not only that it is. I mean, Nicki Minaj went ahead and did collab with, but she's who it is that she's also married to. Don't like that man neither. But hey, listen, for all the people that are watching, I do like Nicki's music. I sincerely do. I love her music. However, I just do not like the fact that her fans attack people. Her fans is literally the most delusional that I've ever come across at this point. And I don't like that. I just sincerely do not like the fact that like they publicly attack people along like advocating like her actions and whatnot. It's like I just can't really respect that too much. Even with like I love Beyonce as well, but some of her fans do be off the rail with certain things. And it's just like Beyonce didn't even say anything. And y'all are just look. One thing it is I can respect about with like Corey fans, Berlin fans, Sumbros fans, RDC fans is that you never really see them going off and just like talking down at other people. Like you never see that. And of course Corey has gotten on videos explaining to how it is like, yo, don't do that. You know what I mean? So I could respect that. But like Beyonce literally doesn't speak. She doesn't speak publicly about what like her fans. She says she loves her fans. She says that. But when it comes down to that, you know what I'm saying? Some of them do be a little bit crazy. But Nicki fans, I don't know. I'm a fan of her music though. I do. I really do like her music. Do I feel like it is that she should have won a Grammy? Absolutely. I feel like she's getting snubbed. She's been getting snubbed from receiving a Grammy. But I sincerely just think that fans just do a little bit too much. You know what I mean?
music industry. Or maybe his music just isn't good. 6ix9ine's songs have sounded very similar since 2018. DaBaby and Gunna are known to be pretty repetitive, and it worked out for them for a while, but eventually, people get tired, especially when the odds are already stacked against you. Plus, a lot of the interest in his music was predicated on the drama and controversy it creates, rather than just simply how good the songs are. Takashi just didn't bring anything new to the table with this album, and after this flop, he disappeared. His return in 2021 started with more beef. He pulled up on Meek Mill outside of a club in Miami.
Look, you take, and you with police.
Again, all 6ix9ine was doing here was trying to prove that Meek Mill also walks around with security and is not as gangster as he portrays himself to be. But 6ix9ine has nothing to lose because everyone already knows that he isn't gangster. Meek made himself look even worse when he claimed that he almost smoked 6ix9ine, when in the video he very clearly was not going to do anything. Instead, after 6ix9ine left, he started yelling at the security saying that they were trying to get him in trouble.
What y'all trying to get me in trouble? Huh?
Just like the Chicago incident, Nobody blamed Meek for not doing anything. Him and 6ix9ine were around 15 bodyguards and cops. All Takashi proved was that Meek is protecting himself and his freedom. He is being smart, but it still got people talking about 6ix9ine again and provided a short-term L for Meek. Then he took shots at the late rapper King Von by saying,
Look how happy he is. Look at this dead nigga on his shirt. Look, I think King Von thirsty. Look, yo, drink that. I'ma pee on you, nigga. That nigga Von rest in piss, nigga. I don't got cat rat, nigga.
He even DM'd King Von's sister a picture of Von's body after the autopsy. Fans were disgusted at this evil behavior. However,
I don't advocate this. I don't advocate this. But my intrusive thoughts literally just, oh my God, my intrusive thoughts kicked in so powerful. Like, so powerful. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even think like that. I don't. But listen, the sister good. The sister good. She good. She good. She good. That's all it is. And I'm going to say with that, she good. She is good. Because you do something like that to me. You do something like that to me. This, you know, let me shut up. Let me just get back into the video. Let me get back into the video.
King Von, Lil Durk, and their fans would famously scream that they were smoking Tuka, and would constantly make fun of Tuka, who was a 15-year-old boy from Chicago who got shot at the bus stop. 6ix9ine was wondering why people would praise Von for the same behavior they hated 6ix9ine for, and he did have a point. People were agreeing with him, but it still seemed random for 6ix9ine to just attack the late King Von. He looked extremely desperate for attention, especially when you consider that all of this happened after a 6-month hiatus conveniently surrounding the release of his song Zaza. Then once he gets his attention, promotes his song, he disappears again for a few months. Noticing a pattern here? However, in 2022, we saw a different side of 6ix9ine when he and Steve Will Do It started hanging out. They had been friends for a while now, but the only time fans saw 6ix9ine in 2022 was in Steve's vlogs. In those vlogs, he was Danny, meaning he didn't portray any character. He was kind, funny, and appreciated by Steve's audience. This was the first time we ever saw who 6ix9ine truly was. They were giving away money to underprivileged communities and doing philanthropic work. It seemed like he might pursue a second career as a content creator, or maybe he was finally done with his rap beefs, but we were wrong, because he betrayed Steve for more short-term clout. 6ix9ine tricked Steve into doing a video collaboration with a young man named Perkio. Perkio was going viral for looking exactly like Lil Durk. Durk even supported him and brought him on stage at one of his concerts. Steve trusted 6ix9ine and thought that Perkio was a paid actor. When he got there, Takashi pressed Perkio and forced him to wear a jacket with King Von on the back, trying to again stir up some drama with Lil Durk. Conveniently, 6ix9ine was releasing a song and NFT project called Gine at this time, which is why he randomly started creating beefs again. Steve went on an apology tour on various podcasts because people blamed him for accelerating a dangerous rap beef. And even though Steve was taken advantage of, he apologized. He even gifted Perkio with $20K, and 6ix9ine got what he wanted yet again. But something happened recently that has worked in Takashi's favor. Currently, Young Thug and his label YSL are facing a major racketeering case, similar to the one that 6ix9ine and 9 Trey were facing just 3 years ago. YSL is basically facing every charge from armed robbery to murder. 26 members of the label were arrested in May of 2020. One of those members was Sergio Kitchens, aka Gunna, who is known as a close affiliate to Young Thug and top-ranking member of YSL. Gunna took a plea deal, which is essentially an admission of guilt, in order to get out of jail early. In open court, he said the following:
YSL is a music label and a gang, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the gang.
Yes, ma'am.
You not admitted to your crime. You just told the court that YSL's a gang. So now you just up your man's defense. You not owning up to your case, nigga. You a fucking rat, nigga. That's it, nigga.
Then Takashi pointed out how no rappers are publicly trashing Gunna because he is well respected and they like his music, but they were totally fine with making fun of Takashi. Which is true. Rappers, blogs, media outlets, none of them have really blatantly said that they don't support Gunna anymore. YSL co-founder...
I've seen a few people express their sentiments on Twitter about that, with that situation. And since it is like I didn't really know too much about it, I mean I'm not necessarily like I there's certain things it is I speak on social media, and then there's other things it is that I don't, and I just see them and just go about my business. But I have seen some things on Twitter relating into to how they felt about with Gunna. Um, but it's unfortunate. Like Young Thug literally is getting like, I mean, stiff charges, like stiff, hefty charges, and it's so sad. It is so sad. He said, "I don't understand." Like he did the exact same thing 6ix9ine did, and they love Gunna. Yeah, yeah. They're gonna treat Gunna like 6ix9ine if they don't show it a lot. But I mean, he's barely getting that smoke. I mean, barely compared to like what 6ix9ine got. 6ix9ine got that on like every person, every platform. Gunna, like I said, like you had to find those type of comments, but they are there. But it's not as strong as like what it is with 6ix9ine. He said on Twitter they were talking about Gunna didn't snitch on me. Okay, 6ix9ine didn't either, but y'all treat him differently. That's true. It doesn't matter if his music is good or how much he trolls or whatever. A snitch is a snitch, and treat them. I agree with that.
Mondo shared his thoughts about Gunna.
You took a plea saying that you the main artist, brother. You the main artist, my brother. You capped down talking about some, but you know this a game, and on top of that, you got caught with something and it wasn't yours. So who else was it? Who doing shit like that? Who doing that? Hey boy, you didn't have nothing. Your shit gonna get dropped, brother. You know that, bro. What the hell? You panicked.
But the funny thing is, 6ix9ine was right. The general public does not care. The whole sentiment online is that people will still support Gunna's music regardless of what happened. 6ix9ine has successfully convinced people that these rappers are maybe not as gangster as they say they are. This YSL case, along with the unsettling numbers of artists who have died in the past few years, fans are doubling down on not wanting their favorite rappers to be gangsters. They want them to be artists. They want them to make music, be safe, and live a good life. But I don't think that rap fans realizing this has helped 6ix9ine's career. When Lil TJ got shot, 6ix9ine laughed at him. When PNB Rock got shot, 6ix9ine made fun of him. If something bad happens to any other rapper, he feels obligated and justified to point and laugh because that didn't happen to him. Why? Because he knows that people would do the same if he got shot. If 6ix9ine was taken out, nobody would be surprised. A lot of people wouldn't even have remorse considering how many people he has taunted. He is too far gone now. But when 21 Savage spoke about 6ix9ine, it made me realize why he isn't dead.
Even if I seen him, I don't got no intention to do nothing to you. You just a rat. You go your way, I go my way. It don't mean it's smoke. Just cause you call a nigga a rat, that don't mean you gotta kill him when you see him. That's just like saying any nigga you call a bitch, you gotta kill him. If you see a fan on the internet comment shit and you say, man, shut your little weird ass up. Oh, when I see you, I gotta do something to you. That ain't how that go. You could feel a type of way about a nigga and a nigga go their way and you go your way.
A lot of the rappers that clowned on Takashi don't necessarily want him dead. Maybe they just don't like him. Maybe he was an easy target for some jokes. In most cases, it was Takashi who escalated these beefs. And the more you think about it, it seems like 6ix9ine is the one who cares the most about what other people think. And all these other rappers are usually just minding their own business. But let's be honest, anyone who would attempt at 6ix9ine would never be able to beat the case. And is that guy really worth throwing your life away for? No. And 6ix9ine knows this. So he's gonna keep up his antics, and most likely, nobody's gonna do anything.
Correct. That's it's very interesting video. Very interesting video. Justin, thank you for the recommendation. Very interesting. Very interesting. You know, W video, y'all.